Kuzangpo and welcome to Bhutan This Week, our weekly news magazine where we take a look at the week gone by. In this week's top stories, His Majesty the King grants an audience to 12 students leaving to study abroad on scholarship. Thimphu has a population of over 100,000, making it the most densely populated Dzongkhag. And tensions rise over water problems in Mongar. Here are the details. His Majesty the King granted an audience to 12 students who received scholarships to study abroad at the Tashi Chezong on Monday. 9 students were from class 12 who secured the top 3 positions of each stream, and the others were the top 4 students of class 10. His Majesty the King advised the students to continue working hard to achieve their goals. He said they should invest in themselves to be able to serve their country, family and community in the best way possible after returning home. The students will be in Thailand, Malaysia and Australia, among others. The toppers say it was an achievement when they were awarded scholarships, but their greatest moment was getting to meet the King.
18 years old Sonam Chenzo is class 12 second topper from the commerce stream. She has been working towards her dream to do well in her studies. All her efforts paid off when she heard she was to meet His Majesty the King. She said she would not have been able to pursue her educations abroad had it not been for the scholarship. Her parents work in a farm in Ha.
Both my parents are farmers and I guess they cannot afford that much. Maybe Gedu College, but they cannot afford Malaysia.
Sonam completed her class 12 from Gongzim Ugendurji Higher Secondary School. Sonam says she is a little worried about going abroad for the first time. However, she said she was surprised with the result.
When the result was announced and when I did my interview, I qualified for B Accountancy in Malaysia. So I didn't expect that much. And even if I didn't get that B Accountancy in Malaysia, I thought I would opt for Gedu College. I'm excited, but at the same time, I've never been apart from my parents since my childhood. So it's like I'm a little nervous.
After getting dressed, she prays for the day ahead. To calm her nerves, she spends some time with her uncle. Her uncle said his niece has brought happiness and pride to the family.
I'm really proud, although I think my niece is from a very farmers, and then she's just studying in a very faraway place where no accessibility to the technology and anything, and she could bring it to that percentage. I'm really proud.
Sonam said she was nervous but excited to meet His Majesty the King. She is on her way to meet His Majesty the King. Her uncle is dropping her off at the Tashozong. She is even more nervous and equally excited.
I feel excited and nervous at the same time because I'm excited because I've got a chance to meet the King face to face, and I'm nervous because the King might ask questions.
Looking a little tense, Sonam walks inside the courtyard along with her other friends who are also receiving an audience. After a few hours, she comes out happy and confident. She says His Majesty's advice has laid her worry to rest.
I'm very delighted to have got this wonderful opportunity to have the royal audience with our King, and like the King said, when we go out from this country, we have to show our emotional intelligence, like being respecting others, being humble, and all. We have to show this to the other people in the other world. So it's our job to do that.
Sonam will be leaving for Malaysia in June for her bachelor's in accountancy. Sharab Zangmo for PBS News.
A television series called Jidei Tsawa and a legal animated series Super Nobs were launched on Thursday. The two series highlight the significance of Bhutan's cultural beliefs and values rooted in the legal system. They also highlight the importance of the constitution. Her Majesty the Queen Mother Doji Wangmo Wangchuk graced the launch.
Speaking at the launch of the television series Shide Tsawa and a legal animation series Supernob, Her Majesty the Queen Mother Doji Wangmo Wangchuk said it is important for everyone to understand the rule of law.
Both the series have been produced very thoughtfully, keeping in mind the diversity of the audience. The dissemination of the series through mass media is the best way for the public to relate to and understand their role in upholding and understanding the law. Since television now reaches every corner of our country, the series will definitely impact the lives of our people while being a form of entertainment at the same time. The simple format and interesting storylines is a wonderful combination and one which I'm very sure the viewers will enjoy.
The series were initiated by the President of the Bhutan National Legal Institute, Her Royal Highness Princess Sonam Dichin Wangchuk. Scripted by Ramjam Ugin Nima and Ramjam Tashi Yangzong, Shide Tsawa consists of 25 episodes. The series reflects the importance of law and processes of legal system.
I put a slogan on that, education through television. So I feel that, if you see this series, you're going to learn so many things about legal issues.
This TV series on Shide Tsawa will definitely help people understand about law at a larger scale.
Supernob, the first animated series for children, was scripted by Tile Yangchen Dorji. The animation consists of 15 episodes, highlighting the Constitution of Bhutan, civic education, and other important legal issues. The series were funded by the UNDP and the UNICEF. It will be aired on BBS2 from the 18th of April. The launch was attended by representatives from the international organizations, trumpets, dignitaries, and local actors. The crew members of both the series were awarded with certificates. Kinga Wongmo for BBS News.
Bhutan's current population is estimated to be over 700,000. Of that, over 100,000 people live in Thimphu. Thimphu is highly populated when compared to the rest of the country. The Thimphu Tromde, however, sees it differently. Our reporter Pema Tsoki has more.
Buildings have mushroomed everywhere. Cars throng the city roads. Parking areas are pushed to the limit. Constructions are happening on every available space. This is how fast urbanization is taking place in Thimphu. The rate at which the number of people is streaming into the capital city is no less slow. Thousands move to Thimphu every year, some in search of better opportunities, many looking for employment. It would not be an exaggeration to say Thimphu is well on track to becoming what Mumbai is to the Indians, the city of dreams. The growing din and bustle of Thimphu is apparent. Can we then say Thimphu is becoming crowded?
If you are talking from the angle of our roads, our parking spaces, yes, I would say it's crowded. Yes. Because bank loans were easily available. I think everybody could afford to buy a car. And in my opinion, some families have even 4 or 5 cars.
But as far as space is concerned, Trompin Kiladoji says it would be an overstatement to describe Thimphu as crowded. He said Thimphu has many local area plans which are yet to be developed for settlement and other purposes.
So crowded place would mean once all these are exhausted and there are still people coming in, then maybe to me, by definition, a crowded place would be all these plots are built up and there is 100% occupancy, then we can call it a crowded place. But today I feel that there are ample places, Taba, Samteling, even Pabesa.
The Trumpen says it would be right though to term the core town as crowded and not the whole of Thimphu. Meanwhile, the Thimphu structural plant developed in 2000 projects the city population to hit 200,000 by 2027. Trumping Kiladoji, however, says the actual figure could go up to 300,000. But this, according to the Trumpin, is not a cause for worry.
I feel the city has a capacity to still absorb between 200 to 300,000 population.
But an important question that needs to be raised is, can we afford to let an uncontrolled number of people from across the country migrate to Thimphu just because the city has enough space? And how does that fit into Bhutan's objective of achieving regionally balanced development? Pamasuki for BBS News.
Tashigang Dzongkhag has recorded the highest number of choten vandalism cases in the country. In less than 3 months, 9 chotens have been vandalized in the Dzongkhag.
Choten vandalism is the topmost crime committed in Tashigang Dzongkhag. Last year, 41 cases of choten vandalism has been reported in the Dzongkhag. Although not in significant number, the number has gone down in recent years. In 2010 and 2011, Tashigang police recorded 44 choten vandalism cases. The superintendent of Tashigang police, the number is expected to go down even further in the future.
ngachi gilara decrease benigit bechuni gila mamlan that decrease ju ka dang ngachi public lu ko da te benite kha chini wal ba yukale pha beru chetin kongi.
Our aim obviously is to decrease such crimes, so it has to decrease. First, we are creating awareness, like how to take care of the chotens and how important it is for their community. We also frequently guard the chotens which has not been vandalized. And now, since we have already caught 15 of them, people are more cautious, and even parents are not letting their children out during the night.
Renovation for them shadi in Kayuse, Kwan Lapshinda, the Yukagi up the Etugi Beru, the Koragi, Busundashin to Papchika Metam Behimigui, and Bedulu, the Ranshingira Dashapju method.
But catching miscreants involved in choten vandalism is a major challenge for the police. And of all the reasons, police in Tashigang say financial problem is the main reason behind choten robberies.
Challenge the Damsami Dula, Kachim Gachi Chitin Sunda Yukani Membe, Garasemana, Taring Sabe.
As you know, the chotens are mostly built not in the villages, but in isolated places. So people take advantage of that. The miscreants mostly come from far places and drive away after vandalizing the chotens before we get them. And villagers, although they have information about the miscreants, they won't tell us easily.
Nesul Guru Tangachilu Ditile Melabella, Kachim te Horagi, Yuki mi Benedigi, Nesul Guru did Rangi mi Meptan the Kachi Benezet, Hondokan Tamdo, and Bendigi, the Kachilu Kangil Chitu.
Choten vandalism is a major crime punishable under the law. Even for an attempt robbery, one can receive life sentence.
According to the section 352 of the Bhutan Penal Code, any person who commits the offense against the Kusung Thukten or Zung shall be a felony of the first degree. So felony of the first degree means any imprisonment ranging from 15 years to life imprisonment. So according to the section 7B of the Bhutan Penal Code, the life imprisonment is normally awarded to such offenses.
From a religious point of view, choten vandalism is a serious crime. If a choten is vandalized, it is believed that misfortune would fall on the community.
Chotens are built for a reason. It's either built to subdue an evil spirit in the community or for other religious purposes. So when people vandalize the chotens, It obviously disturbs the peace and affects not just the village and the person who committed the crime, but also the country. So wanton vandalism is definitely the most sinful crime, and people should refrain from doing it.
Dama sinin japjame sinin se diletine ya tenidigi de semjen karalu de ranglue neba masenga jaragi gehamnalu dirama senga jari igonalu de kara nebigi ladi in debebendigi chetin sinidi de tsalera mitu sechuni.
In Tashkong Dzongkhag, Bidung Gyawak recorded the highest number of chorten vandalism cases. 8 chortens were vandalized in the Gyawak last year. Ishitsuki, BBS News, Kanglung.
On Saturday, a batch of prisoners from Chamgang was sent to Ita Gemba in Paro, where they will serve their remaining terms renovating the Gemba as open-air prisoners. These prisoners have been moved to an open-air prison for good behavior.
30 inmates at Chamgang have earned remissions because of good conduct in prison. Some of the inmates BBS spoke to said this opportunity comes as a second chance at life.
Namisami uta opos gani namisami shonang piwa charok baku namisami late pointsui aibu uta gadang dongo kap mangko late pula ada ujlegila.
100 nale 80% dechide zo sumzum yapta shika tende bere ton jachar kechi dechime mindula. Pamos tab shika tenge wala tele ngajro ose tobzumchi asi sno namisami katichechuila.
Kokop zamsum zambui me te ngachi pa pshika jodia te dana bemosumi la tsuya pa pshika jobil te betsumigi treo kedo.
An inmate can become an open-air prisoner when he completes 3/4 of his term. The inmate should have a good track of remission, meaning he should earn a minimum of 5 continuous remissions, a reduction of a month's sentence every year. Even those with life sentences can become open-air prisoners if they complete a minimum of 15 years of their sentence and earn 10 continuous good conduct allowances. Under this new agreement, guarantors have to sign on behalf of the prisoners that he will be brought back to the police by them if the open-air prisoner runs away. The Chief of Police, Brigadier Kipchinamgas, said such initiatives help inmates integrate into society.
Just now we have a stigma in our society that when the prisoners are, number one, released from the prison, they will not be allowed to enter into the house without having hapsat, you see. Nor they are getting clothes getting cleaned up, and they have a social stigma. Now when we release them and let them work in the Hagang renovations and the constructions, number one, the benefit is they will earn from there and they will be paid daily wage rate. They will make their earning. Number two, they will be able to slowly reintegrate into the mainstream of the society and forget the social stigma which is embedded strongly in our community.
Remission good conduct allowances and the open-air prisons are aimed at motivating and inspiring prisoners to change their attitudes and behavior. Pemasuki, BBS News.
The people of Bikar and Wongkar in Dramitsi Gyok in Mongar are reeling with anger after the people of Narang, including Gyok officials, damaged their drinking water pipes. They want authorities to take stern action against them for the act which they describe as being criminal.
Last Monday, on 18th, people of Narang Gyok, including Gyok Mangmi and Tokpas, slashed the drinking water pipes of Bikar and Wongkar village of Dramitsi Gyok. This has infuriated the people of Bikar and Wongkar. But the people of Narang argued that they did warn them beforehand against tapping water from this particular source. This, they said, is because they have bigger plans to take water to other villages of Narang. But Dramitsi Gyok turned a deaf ear to their warnings, and this, they said, led them to cut off their pipes. Angry, the people of Bikar and Wongkar reported the matter to the Dzongkhag through their GAP. The Dzongkhag decided that the people of Narang will have to undo the damage done and that the water source will have to be shared between the two. But the people of Bikar and Wongkar are not satisfied with the decision.
Slashing the pipes and repairing on their own without any notice is not right, because we had used new pipes and when they repair, they have used the old ones. It will not be durable too.
The people of Bikar and Wongkar said What the people of Narang did is a criminal act and should be penalized accordingly. The improper pipe repair angered the people of Bihar and Hungar more. They thought the pipes were to be replaced with new ones, but they found out that the people of Narang had just repaired the old ones. Meanwhile, Narang Mangmi said the people of his Gyok sliced the pipes out of frustration because they were left with nothing to drink.
The main reason is out of frustration, since their tank was built at source where some of our people were having tapped the water. Since they took away the water, our people were without any water. So it's hard to convince our villagers. So our people have tried to remove the pipes. In the process, they might have cut off.
BBS also spoke to Mongar Zongda. Zongda said, as part of the administrative action, the first step is always to try and give the balanced resolution. At the moment, Zongkak ordered to restore everything within a week. In a hope to get better justice, as they put in, the people of Bihar and Hungar had come to Monga to report the matter to the police. This is Kingatashi from Monga for BBS News.
The people of Chakhar and Jampalhagang village in Bumthang are not sure if they are under Chokor Gyok or Bumthang Tromde. They say their confusion began in 2011 after the delimitation was finalized ahead of the local government elections.
After the delimitation in 2011, many households from different villages in Bumthang were registered under Tromde. Likewise, 4 households in Chakhar village and 4 households in Jambe Lakang were also registered under Bumthang Tromde. But adjusting to the rules and regulation of the Tromde was difficult, as they have been living under Chokor Gyok since time immemorial. 2 years back, they have had access to facilities that were meant for people living in rural areas. But after they were made part of town, they haven't been able to get firewood, among others.
This place is suitable for agricultural works. I don't know why we are under Thomde. I came to know about this only during the time of local government elections. We are not allowed to construct houses here, unlike others under Thomde, and we also have to pay higher tax under the Thomde.
The ones from Jambe Lakang village who were also registered under Tromde say they have been farmers throughout their lives. They have no experience in other trade to make ends meet.
They say we are under Tromde, but we don't get any facilities of Tromde. If we are under Tromde, we don't have any business activities here except for agriculture works. We did not get timber due to these confusions for 2 years.
Others say if they are under the Tromde, they should be given approval to construct house or set up shops as per the Tromde rules.
Till now, we did all the works with the people of the Gyok. Now we are confused where we belong. There is a chance that we will be neglected and forgotten. If we are under Tromde, we must get permission to start up with shops and construction houses. We cannot buy timber as per the Tromde rules in CFT because we don't have any income. But I will at least be satisfied even under Tromde if we get all the Tromde facilities.
The chairman of Zongkak Sogdu and Chokorgap Sangla said they are aware about the situation. He said they have already discussed the matter in Zongkak Sogdu. He added the decision made during the Sogdu was then briefed to them.
We have asked them to cast their votes from the respective polling stations as per their VP card, but otherwise they can avail all the facilities of the Gyok. They were even asked that they can work and attend Gyok meetings like any other people from the Gyok till the proper town planning is ready here in Bumthang. We have orders saying that there should not be any construction of houses in these areas as it is near Kurje and Jambelahang. It can cause many problems and also disturb Hakangs and the deities.
Gapsangla said they were not allotted timber due to the confusion. However, he said it has been decided that these people can avail all the facilities of Gyok till the proper town planning in these areas are ready. He also said they were allotted timber this year. Compiled for Komal Kharka, Sonafansu for BBS News.
The Indian Embassy in Bhutan celebrated the first ever Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation, or ITCE Day, in Thimphu on Saturday. The ITCE alumni shared their experiences at the event.
The purpose of having this program, this ITEC Day celebration, is to bring all the ITEC alumni together so that they can share their experiences, both of the program and also of their stay there in India. And this will also provide you an opportunity to give feedback.
The Education Minister Thakur Singh Paudel, in his address as the chief guest, stressed on the importance of the ITEC initiatives in fostering and nourishing of the strong bond between Bhutan and India.
By virtue of their partnership with the ITEC mechanism, a precious jewel in the crown of Indo-Bhutan friendship, ITEC has brought in generous assistance right from the start of our first planned economic development.
Limpo reiterated that the ITEC initiative has helped bring in the qualified pool of manpower and has contributed in the process of nation building.
These young men and women have brought home not only degrees and diplomas, but critical skills and abiding values that have helped in the shaping and the building of our country.
An alumni, Sring Sigedoji, the Chief Operations Officer at the Thimphu Tech Park, who availed of a training program on promoting innovation and entrepreneurship through business incubation, said that he had benefited personally as well as professionally.
The training was very relevant to my role in managing and operating the first incubation center at the Thimphu Tech Park.
In the last 1 year, the ITEC scholarship scheme has offered training and study opportunities to 220 Bhutanese in short, medium and long-term programs. The ITEC provided 85 scholarships and training slots to Bhutanese since the year 2011 to 2012. Currently, more than 300 Bhutanese are in India under this scheme. The event was attended by more than 200 ITEC alumni and other GOI alumni, along with senior government officials and armed force personnel. The event will be observed annually. Compiled for Lekki, Pemalhadan, BBS News.
And in sports, Sonam Tsering, an avid cyclist, will participate in the 3rd National Downhill Championship to be held in Hathiban in Nepal. The event began today.
24 years old Sonam Tsering will be representing the country for the first time in the international arena. In the past, he has won some of the in-country biking races such as first cross-country mountain bike race, Dantak mountain bike race, Har Summer Festival mountain bike race and the second tour of the Dragon. Sonam Tsering said downhill biking is more difficult as it has to do with skill and talent. He also said there are dangers involved while cycling down.
But in downhill biking, like I said earlier, it's very much like dangerous because you have to do so many jumps and like sometimes the jump goes to more than 30 feet. But in Bhutan right now, since we don't have any downhill trails.
He added although his discipline is in mountain biking, he is ready for the upcoming race.
But my discipline is in mountain biking and all mountain biking. But still, I think I can do it. But in general, I should say I'm ready for the race.
In 2012, he got the opportunity to train and improve his skills in cycling in Colorado, USA, which was sponsored by the president of the Mountain States Health Product in Boulder, Colorado. During his stay in Colorado, Sonam Tsering participated in 24 hours mob race in Utah, USA and secured 11th individual position out of 1,500 participants. He secured 3rd position for the team in overall. Sonam Tsering will leave the country tomorrow. He will be accompanied by an official from the Bhutan Olympic Committee. Karma Tsering for BBS News.
Well, that was Bhutan This Week. Until next week, this is Tenzin Rabki saying bye-bye and have a great weekend.